Well, good afternoon and welcome to Loftus Versfeld in the Arcadia suburb of Tshwane. It is an opportunity to bring you Nedbank Cup action for the very first time on your World of Champions in the 2020-2021 season as Mamelodi Sundowns, the defending champions, the reigning champions, beginning the defence of their Nedbank Cup title here and now. As weather forecast suggests that we should have a relatively comfortable afternoon into early evening for the players. And the cloud cover over the stadium certainly suggests that there is going to be a little bit of additional comfort for the players. So it's certainly not too humid. And the conditions of the pitch as well looking good enough to have some wonderfully flowing football played on the plush turf here at Loftus Versfeld. We start here on the front foot, and Zwane, oh so nearly 30 seconds in, had gifted the home side the lead. Wonderful interplay from Mamelodi Sundowns. Is this what we can look forward to? That's what they need to watch, and that's what we're looking forward to. There's good touches, good movement on and off the ball, and that's good combination. You have Mkhulise linking up with Zwane there, that's Shalulile. There's so many youngsters in this Stellenbosch squad. But two of them starting today in the sense that one of the pre was flagged for offside. Jaden Adams at 19, Ali Msengi at 19. Here's Manqobengqithi. As back live, Stellenbosch have come out of nowhere, and what a strike! It is the man who's been probing. It is Ashley Dupria who has scored a goal that might prove telling against the reigning champions. There will be caution and muted celebrations for Stellenbosch, but what a start. And Stephen Barker is threatening to produce the kind of giant slaying he's done so many times previously in this competition. And that's how he does it. It looks like promising, Sundowns dominating possession. Look at Ashley Dupria you're talking about. Because they got too casual and gave away possession in an area where he's always been fishing for any mistakes. They've done it before, and I will tell you when they did it before, and as he shows this time, he loses his marker in Musa Libusa, and it is a clinical finish. When they go on attack, though, Stellenbosch, they find themselves sitting in a position where lovely ball flicked over the top here. Shalulile is going to tap it into an open net, and the equaliser has come with a class of Shalulile. It's his 8th goal across all competitions this campaign, to go with 6 in the league and indeed 1 in Champions League football for this Sundowns side. But Sage Stevens has beaten 4 odd minutes after his side took the lead. We're back on level terms as Sundowns show their superiority by drawing themselves level. Well, Zwane. Shalulile drops deep, looks to work the ball out towards Mabue. Cross tellingly, and a very, very well-glanced ball by the Uruguayan Serino. What a delivery from Mabue, just Shalulile unable to get on the end of that finely deflected ball from Serino. Some of these decisions, depending on the type of player you are, comes natural because it's an inviting ball that gets played there, and he knew the best technique would be a glancing header. Serino in towards Lekay, Zwane in space. Is there a finish to come? Lekay tees it up for Zwane, and oh, it should have been a tap-in for Shalulile, but Sage Stevens, wise to the danger, is able to keep that ball out. Well, he's going to go down, but really that came down to the goalkeeper. Sundowns, for all money, should have found the back of the net the second time in this game with that moment. Wonderful interplay. It promised so much, and Stevens denied them a second. I think Mkhulise's reaction, Brian, tells the full story. For me, you have, this is more football made easy. And I can tell you that there wasn't too much effort, my belief. Zwane into a danger area here. Shalulile has got yellow jerseys all around him. And looking for return balls, repelled by Johannes. Now the turn for Serino, and again denied by Stevens. An excellent effort from Serino, and wonderfully denied by an acrobatic Sage Stevens. I can tell you at this stage, Sundowns are saying it's coming, and I tend to believe them because they're making inroads into that defense. They are locking it. Robinson away. Kermit Erasmus, Lisedi Kaping, Serino! A late chance, and he's done it in added time. Gaston Serino steps up and provides. He only got off the mark recently with his first league goal, but Serino, who turns 30 at the end of this month, has potentially sent Sundowns into the last 16 and taking them a step closer to defending the title they won last season. Great excitement. They still have to see 2 minutes of injury time out. Oh, lovely touch from Mendieta into that 18-yard area. Cut back, and Stellenbosch still produce the magic. Yes, it has come from Nange. He promised he would find more off the bench for Stephen Barker's side. And a minute after, Sundowns went in front for the first time in the game. Stellenbosch have punished Sundowns. But on the day that we celebrate the 25-year anniversary of South Africa winning their only Africa Cup of Nations title, there is still drama in this tie. Sundowns 2, Stellenbosch 2, with 2 added time goals taking us to extra time. Sundowns looking promising here, and a chance to win it, and the woodwork has seen the ball away. The offside flag has gone up as well. The ball looked set up for Shalulile to steer it into the back of the net.
Improvising there, Leboham Maboe. And then he brings it back for Shalulile.
Serino putting himself into a spot of space. Going for a winner, and has he got it this time? Peter Shalulile, with 3 minutes to go to the end of 120 minutes, has got his 9th goal for Sundowns, his 2nd in the game, and surely now that is the end of it. Stellenbosch breached. Sundowns on top, but they still need to defend for 3 minutes against the side they couldn't defend a minute against in the regulation 90. Stellenbosch gather the tall men. Robertson, Moon, Johannes, Sinkala. In it comes, last chance, and here Van Heerden heads wide. That is the end of it. And Mamelodi Sundowns celebrate with such joy at having beaten their testing opponents here this afternoon. Stellenbosch, much credit to the way they played, the fight they put up.
I think it's one of those games that we knew it's going to be very difficult. And we anticipated that they will defend with a very low block. And when they do that, it demands a lot on us, on our mobility to try and find smaller pockets in between the lines. And to use a lot of wing play to try and stretch them. But at times I felt we were moving the ball a little bit slow, which did not help us to be able to find these openings quicker. And we kept demanding that because the speed of the ball will always shift the block, but at some point one of the players might not follow in that chain reaction and give you the hole to find players like Gaston or Kapinga and all that. And which is why we brought players that can play in between the lines and brought Utapelo to also come in and give a little bit more width and speed on the side. Lyle was doing well, and we needed a little bit of an edge in the midfield with people that can dribble in. Mkhulisi had done very well, and we thought maybe Lebo can come in and spice it up. And indeed, immediately we brought him there. He created one scoring opportunity. But to be honest, we knew it's not going to be an easy game. It's always going to be scrappy. But I think it was good for the viewers at home because a game with 5 goals is always entertaining. But if you look at those goals, honestly, were very cheap goals. They're very cheap goals.
They push you with their effective speed, particularly in that final third, early in the game.
Yeah, we anticipated that Dupré is always a problem, and I saw from the beginning of the match that he immediately occupied a position on one side of our central defense, and I said, here we go, because I knew they are looking for that space behind the defense, and any chance where the ball is not covered, they are looking to put it behind. And fortunately, we dealt with those situations, and unfortunately, we gave a very silly goal. But nobody would say he was not aware that Dupré will always cause problems behind the defense. Skelem also does the same. And that young boy that plays as a 10 also does that. And Stanley, The Nigerian also gives a very good account of himself behind the defense. But I think the last line defended very well. We broke the press nicely in some moments. There were 1 or 2 moments where we were nearly caught, and at times maybe I thought even the officials could not keep track of the speed. And at times Dupré would be in positions where I think he's offside. But I must say, they are a very difficult team to play, and every time we play against Stellenbosch, we always sweat. But I don't remember it being a 5-goal game. I always see it being a 1 or 2 goal game, but today it became a little bit tough. But I'm happy the boys are toughening up. It's also very good for them for the Champions League that they are able to always fight back and fight back and fight back and not drop their heads. And that is very encouraging. And I really commend the good work and the hard work that they put in. They put a shift and they work very hard. Our counter-pressing moments are looking very good. But we are still not shrewd enough in front of goals. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Pumlani, obviously, yeah, disappointed. I thought we gave a good account of ourselves. I thought, we stuck to our game plan, and unfortunate not to take it at least to penalties. Where obviously it's a 50-50 opportunity for us to have got past a really good team away from home. So, but yeah, credit must go to the players again for a really good committed performance. In first half. We had a couple opportunities in behind, playing a little bit on transition. Second half, we sat a little bit deeper. I thought they ran a little bit out of ideas, and we were again looking to sort of play on transition. Then they scored just before full time. I thought that was game over, and then we scored with the last kick of the 90. Went into the extra time. I thought we coped well. It didn't look like that they were really going to create anything, and obviously they're able to bring in a lot of firepower, and we just sort of look to to maintain our composure, our compactness, and hopefully create a chance here or there. And then they got the winner, which turned out to be, and again we had a final chance to make it 3-3. But all in all, we came up a really good team. But I thought we also played some really good things, done some really good things. So we need to just take this forward and build from it. Yes, I thought, as I said, I think we set our stall out well. Players stuck to the tactically disciplined. Our tactical awareness was really good. I also knew that at some stages we also have to be brave when we have the ball and show the courage to play. Because in the first half, I think when maybe there was a little bit more sort of legs and energy, every time we kept the ball, we looked as if we could then cause them problems, creating 1v1 situations. So as the game went on, it's a heavy pitch. Sundowns keep the ball well, so we were struggling to get out of our half, keeping the ball. But yes, you're very correct in your assessment that I thought the discipline of the team, the tactical awareness of the team was really good. And unfortunate, we gave it our best shot, and that's all I can ask of the players. We asked them week in and week out to give their best. They gave their best this evening. We fell a bit short. But we can walk away, I think, with our shoulders back, chest out, and be proud of the effort that we put in. Thank you.